Hello, and welcome to a quick tutorial on getting the most out of Microsoft Teams. I'll be going over how to join a Teams meeting through your browser, some of the key functions in meetings, and some of the more advanced functions like recording, screen sharing, and even sharing audio from your computer with your audience. You can jump ahead to the part of the video that interests you. So let's get started. You don't need to have the Microsoft Teams application installed on your computer in order to join a meeting or webinar. You can join through your Chrome browser. Unfortunately, Firefox does not have that functionality, so you will need to have Chrome installed on your computer or some other browser besides Firefox. You will hopefully have received an invitation with a part of the invitation that says Join Microsoft Teams Meeting. You'll want to right-click on this and choose Copy Hyperlink. Select that, and that will copy the link to that meeting, which you'll need to paste into your Chrome window. So we'll go into our Chrome window. You can right-click and choose Paste or Control-V, press Enter, and that will take you to this page, which gives you a couple of options for joining the meeting. If you have the application on your computer, you'll get this prompt, but we'll skip that. And then you have three options. Download the application. If you have the application, open it directly, or continue onto the meeting through your browser. So we're going to choose the middle option. And that brings us to the launch page for the meeting. You're not in the meeting yet. You have a couple of things that you can do before you join. It's good video conference etiquette to have your microphone and camera off. That way you limit the amount of internet bandwidth that's being used for the meeting. That's especially important if you have a poor internet connection or if there's lots of people on the meeting. So after you've turned both of those things off, you can go to devices, and that will let you check whether your microphone and speakers are connected the way you'd like, and you can join the meeting. Once you've joined the meeting, you'll notice that there's a menu underneath your picture or initials if you don't have a picture, and several options. You have the duration of the meetings. You have the option to turn your camera on or off, turn your microphone on or off, share your screen, additional advanced options, raise your hand. If you do that, you'll be able to call attention during the meeting, and that will appear under the Participants tab. Don't forget to lower your hand after you've had your question answered. You'll get the option to show a conversation. This is a group chat. It says Meeting Chat, and anything that you type here or attachments that you add will be visible to everyone that's in the meeting, and they can go back after the meeting and see what they've missed, what happened before they joined, or what was shared afterwards. There's also, importantly, a function for chat on the left-hand side. That is a separate chat function where you can choose to start a new message, and this you can send to anyone. It doesn't have to be someone in the meeting. It does have to generally be someone in your organization, but that varies a bit. And you can have a side conversation individually with one or however many people you want to enter into this side chat. So the individual chat is on the left-hand side. The group chat is in the menu bar and opens up on the right. You can see what other participants are in the meeting. And that covers the main functions for being able to participate in a meeting with Teams through your internet browser. There's a couple of useful things to go over in the calendar function. If you have to add somebody at the last minute or somebody during the meeting wants someone else to join, you can come over to the side here on the calendar, come to this bar on joining the meeting, and if you right-click, you can copy a link to that meeting. You can send that to somebody in the chat, by email, whatever, and they will be able to click on that and join the meeting. Here we see a variation on the menu location, now in the top right instead of underneath your picture. You can show participants, that'll let you know who was invited, have people responded. You can request for them to join. That only helps if they have the Teams meeting open and the Teams app open on their computer. You can also invite people by typing in their name. And if you've got people who are joining using their browser, they'll appear as guests and they'll be sent to the lobby, and you'll have an option to invite them in or not. In that case, you'll get a little window here that tells you somebody's waiting in the lobby and let them in. You can, under more actions, adjust your speaker and microphone settings. The other useful thing here is to start recording, and that will show a little notification, not just to you, but to everyone in the meeting, letting them know that they're being recorded. And you get a little red record button either here, or sometimes that's also under your picture, in depending on how your setup is done. You can stop recording, and it'll ask you if you really want to do that. You can turn your camera on or off, turn your microphone on or off, and share your screen. So here's this option to include your system audio, and that is something you would do if you wanted your audience to be able to hear the audio in a video or audio piece on your computer. You could click that here. Then you can also choose whether to share your desktop. That's important if you're going to be toggling through different windows that you want your audience to see, or using multiple programs that you want to share with your audience. If you don't want them to see all of your desktop, you can choose specific windows to share, or you can choose to share a particular file with your audience. So only your PowerPoint presentation, for example. There's a whiteboard function, but so far that is not particularly useful, at least not in my opinion. Then once you are sharing your screen, your Teams window will minimize, and you'll be able to show, for example, the presentation that you're showing during your Teams meeting. If you click on the minimized window, you can access additional functionality, see who's raising their hand during your meeting. One other menu that's useful during your meeting, if you take your mouse while you're sharing your screen and take it to the very top of the screen, you will get another menu that shows whether you're presenting, lets you give control of your mouse to someone else in the audience. It gives you another opportunity to toggle on or off your system audio. So you can do that in case you forgot to do it when you started sharing your screen, and gives you the option to stop presenting. You can pin this menu so that it stays visible the whole time, or you can unpin it and it will disappear unless you hover over the top of your screen. All right, that covers the most useful functions I think that Teams has, and enjoy hosting your next webinar or conference call. I look forward to seeing you on Teams.